I think being in an all-girls environment has shaped me in a lot of ways. The biggest way, I think it gave me a lot of self-confidence and the ability to learn how to form friendships that really help you become a better person. I really credit a lot of my drive and my passion to being in an all-girls environment in those formative years. I think it gave me an amazing support system, but it also taught me how to create that support system no matter where I am.
It really helped me become the woman I wanted to be, and it really set me up to end up pursuing not 1 or 2 degrees, but 3, and doing well in all of my programs across the board. So I really want to say thank you to GPS ultimately for helping me to become the woman I am and helping me to succeed and make sure that I was well prepared for everything moving forward.
An all-girls education shaped me by removing distractions at a critical adolescent age. My time at GPS was focused on finding my voice, learning about my gifts and passions, and supporting and being supported by the girls that were walking right alongside of me.
I can walk into any scenario and really speak my mind and give my opinion without fear, and I know that that's a skill that GPS really helped me to develop.
GPS prepared me for my future by teaching me that I can do hard things. That's a skill that is very critical in life, especially on the job, but also in college. Just being able to meet an obstacle and not, you may have your doubts, but I think GPS really prepared me in a lot of ways to see that I could meet an obstacle and I will find a way to overcome it. And I think that's something that was very beneficial to helping me with anything in my future.
It went outside those 4 walls for me. The things that they taught me to do outside of GPS is what prepared me for the future.
I think GPS really taught me to be passionate, confident, and to stand up for what I believe in. And because of that, I feel like I can be passionate and confident when I advocate for my students and their needs every day.
I think the best way that GPS prepared me for the future was by teaching me the skill of critical thinking. I can really look at any issue regardless of the subject and dive beyond the surface level to understand the intricacies of it. And I think that's a really important life skill to have that'll serve you well in the classroom and beyond.
I picked GPS because when I first walked through her doors, it felt like home. I could tell it was a place where my passions, talents, individuality, and ambitions would be championed and cultivated. Not to mention the staff and faculty were so amazing and really poured their hearts and souls into what they did every day.
I think I'm one of the lucky few who was introduced to GPS in such a unique way. GPS was all I knew when I was young. My mom was the GPS softball coach, and I grew up on the GPS softball field with her. And I was always dreaming about wearing the black and the blue and the traditional GPS uniform. And I was so fortunate to experience being a part of the GPS family by being around so often, but also by being around GPS students and watching them be successful in the classroom and on the field. And I wanted to be just like them because I knew I could be challenged, supported, and successful as well.
GPS's education is really well-rounded. It gave me an opportunity to try so many different things when I first started, and then a chance to continue those different interests throughout my time. I think if I were in other environments, I probably would have fallen into more of a singular path, but GPS gave me the opportunity to explore those varied interests.
GPS is uniquely positioned to get every single girl that attends out of the box that they've known for their entire life. And all of a sudden, this entire new world opens about what you can study and who your friends can be and what you can learn. And it's an incredible journey throughout your 2 years there, 6 years there, 7 years there, however long that you're there, to just try absolutely everything.
I think what sets GPS apart from other schools is the family environment. When you're a student at GPS, you feel like you're a part of a big family, and the teachers are so supportive and they want to see you succeed in every aspect. And your classmates really do become like your sisters and your biggest support system. And the relationships that I formed with my teachers, classmates, teammates, and coaches are some of the most important and cherished relationships that I have to this day.
GPS really helped me find what I wanted to be as a young woman and how I wanted to focus on my education, how my education was important to help me grow as a person. And it also set me up for success in college.
When I look back on my time in GPS, the things that I remember most fondly are my friends and the sisterhood that the school really helped foster. You know, we could go from belting High School Musical songs in the cafeteria on Fridays to studying physics or constitutional law within 10 minutes of each other, and that was just a normal day at school for us. And I think that's something really unique and special to GPS, and it's definitely something that I treasured during my time there.
When I look back on my time at GPS, I very fondly remember the faculty. I had the best teachers, and I even referenced one of them this week talking about Callie Hamilton teaching AP US history and dressing up like our founding fathers. I mean, that kind of dedication and passion for your subjects and being able to instill that love of learning into the students is something that I'm very fond of and miss quite frequently, because the faculty and staff at GPS is really like no other.
I fondly remember the laughter in between my classmates, the classmates that were ahead of us and behind us. We all got along. We all saw each other as sisters, and that's something that I won't ever forget.
Some of my fondest memories include being on the Frierson stage, singing and acting and dancing with my best friends and with my biggest supporters, who were Catherine Bolden and Suzanne Smart. I would not be where I am today. I would not be in New York City. I would not be pursuing a career in musical theater or the arts without them. They told me, and they taught me, and they instilled in me that I was worthy, that I was beautiful, that I was talented, and that my voice deserved to be heard.
Going into college, I expected to feel a big difference because of everything from class size to being in a co-ed environment. What I found is that GPS had given me such a strong foundation and a passion for learning that I never really thought twice about the environment I was in and was really focused on what I was learning. I knew how to adapt myself and apply myself because of the caliber of education I had received at GPS.
The standard was already set to such a high bar that when I got to college, it was a lot easier. It was way more manageable. I already knew how to study. I already knew how to use an abundant amount of resources. I already knew how to research and do all the things that were necessary for college well before I got there. So when I got there, it wasn't a surprise. It was actually a relief to know that I already knew how to handle my coursework. And then also being an athlete, it made it to where I was not struggling with the schedule that I was given as an athlete at a Division I college.
GPS made college a breeze. I remember sitting down in all of my classes freshman year and feeling so prepared. GPS prepared me for college by giving me confidence to speak up, time management skills, and the ability to study on my own.
So I was in college at UTC. I was very confident. I'm confident raising my hand, answering this question, because that's what I was taught. In that all-girls environment, you are taught to be sure of yourself, be confident no matter who's watching.
This is a very special place, and it might be hard to see that just from one day or one visit, but ask anyone who's gone to the school. It is a special place, and it is very near and dear to my heart, and you would be having the time of your life if you chose to go to school here.
I was given an incredible opportunity to receive an all-girls education at GPS, and I am so grateful for everything I have gained from my experiences. There really is no place like home, and GPS is home.
Once you graduate GPS and you're out in the world, you know exactly who you are. You know what you want to do. You have been instilled with the confidence and the knowledge and the power to go after your dreams, which is absolutely incredible.